Should Dave move his Primerica Aggressive Growth Class A Fund Roth from Primerica to Vanguard? Dave is in an active duty in the Army. The answer is unequivocally yes. You should move your Primerica Aggressive Growth Class A Fund from Primerica to Vanguard or some other firm. I don't care. I mean, be it Schwab, Fidelity, but you absolutely unequivocally should do that for sure. Primerica, I tell you, it's just my opinion, one man's opinion. When I was living in Virginia, I'll never ever forget coming across a lady in Bath County, Virginia. Was it Bath County? It was Bath County. Nice lady. She was a hairdresser during the day and sold Primerica stuff at night. And I don't know if Primerica's sales force is still like that, but they used to have a sales force of essentially part-time reps. It's almost like multi-level marketing, to be perfectly honest with you. They used to, so what they do is they try to grow your own little brand, hey buddy, and hey, of Primerica sales force. And I don't know how it worked. I'm hesitant to go too far down, but I remember they would recruit people to sell on behalf of Primerica for them. And I was like, it was just weird. And so anyway, this lady said, I said, well, what do you do? And the reason I know her is she came into the bank one day because I was managing my branch, and we got to talking, and she goes, yeah, I'm a financial, I'm a financial planner. She was trying to do a home equity line of credit is what she was doing. And I said, what? But she had all this other debt. I said, you ever thought about just refinancing? She goes, yeah, why? Why do you think that? I said, well, because you have, I can't remember, 7.99 on your home equity line of credit. It's costing this amount of money. You're obviously not able to pay it on a regular basis because the line is actually maxed. You got no more leverage on there. It's completely maxed out, and that's why she's coming in to do an expansion on her home equity line of credit. And I said, I don't think you're going to get approved. I said, you ever just thought about putting these two together, first and second, and refinancing? And her first was at a different bank. And she goes, you think that'd be a good idea? Anyway, lo and behold, we got to chatting, and it turns out that's where I kind of found out that she was doing Primerica. And she goes, yeah, well, I'm a financial planner too, I said, ooh. And I mean, again, a very sweet lady, nice, would do no harm, but she didn't know what she was doing. And I said, well, what do you do? And she goes, well, I sell for Primerica. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, well, I go to people, I know people in the community. I go to their kitchen tables at night when I'm done cutting hair and whatnot, and I'll tell them to start an IRA of $50 a month. I said, oh, good. And how much you get paid on that? She goes, we get, 5.5% front end commission, whatever it was. That's what Dave actually was saying. He paid 5.5% on the front. I'll never forget that, man. I said, oh, that's so interesting. So long story short, whenever I see a Primerica statement in front of me, I used to always salivate because I would kill that. I mean, I just show the fees. I didn't even have to show performance. I just show the fees. I said, you realize what you're paying here. And we can actually look at a Primerica aggressive growth. There's the Clear Bridge, I think is what he said, A share. And I guarantee you that, in fact, maybe I'll do it when I get back. I guarantee when I look at that, the A share, you're paying 5.5 on the front, and what your annual fee is, even on an A share, I guarantee you it's way high, way high. And I will be willing to bet that when you look at performance of that fund, it's a dog without question. Now, I try not to focus solely on performance because I think performance is fleeting. At the end of the day, some funds do well, some funds do poorly, and then 3 years later, the funds that do poorly did well and whatnot. However, if you're a student of this business at all, you recognize the idea of John Bogle, that the market is the market. Your job is to capture the market. Your job is not to beat the market, because when you factor in fees, you can't beat the market with any consistent basis. You just can't, other than being speculative. You got lucky. There's no other way around that. So anyway, so Dave, move that sucker over. Should you put in your Roth TSP? I would just put in a Roth IRA, man. And the reason for that is simple, for simplicity. What I mean, well, I wouldn't say simplicity. Yeah, it would be simplicity in terms of your ability to have access to it. for sure. The TSP still has a long way to go to get in the modern era of what's called the 20th century. Yeah, they're not even in the 21st century. And the TSP Modernization Act of 2017, yeah, it didn't modernize much, that's for sure. So definitely roll that to a transfer. And don't do a transfer in kind. You want this a transfer in kind means you still keep the fund that you have. Now, we don't want that. We just want you to move that over to Vanguard or any firm you choose. I don't care, but move it out of there and start your or your monthly contributions into your new firm with a no-low mutual fund, preferably an index fund, total stock index, total stock market index, or something like that. Hope this helps. Thanks.